funny, it's local, and it's standing on Joburg's Staan Op Comedy show. It promises an evening full of laughter, fresh, hilarious look at life, love, politics, culture, and all the absurdities of everyday life. So from clever satire to laugh out of your stomach stories, Brummer, Jaxx Justice, Cobus, Van Rensburg, and Sieberhagen, they will bring the laughter live, and it's happening at the Theatre of Marcellus on the 13th of September. One of the comedians on the lineup, Jaxx Justice, joins us this morning to share a little bit more about what we can expect. And so on that note, a very good morning and thank you for joining us.
Hello, Liesl. How are you doing?
I'm good. I mean, we obviously paying respects to such an important giant 100%. In our country. And now you're here to lighten things up and tell us a little bit more about what we can expect for this edition, particularly because it was so successful in July this year.
Oh, so this is the great thing, obviously, is don't expect anything from me. I love to disappoint. Yes. I call myself Jaxx Justice, just so something in the Justice Department works. I'm just teasing, obviously. However, guys, I think the best way to describe this is that you've got 4 really prominent comedians in the industry. We obviously would like people to laugh in their language, so we're going on a more vernacular route. And so staan op in Afrikaans. Kom asseblief uit as jy Afrikaner is en jy praat Afrikaans. I think with Sieberhagen headlining, you've got Brummer. Cobus is a bit of a dry guy, and then myself, I'll be hosting, and I'm just your fan favorite local lesbian, so we'll live our best lives.
And so you cater to everybody, because 100%. This is the point, right? So whether there's a target market for somebody is what's important, and because the world is not short of information and
true
stories
story.
in our country as well. What are the topics that you're going to be exploring?
Personally, for myself, I also know that, you know, Hannes is quite a liberal guy, so he really goes on to the generational, topics and things like that.
Yes.
Sieberhagen is personally one of my favorites.
Okay.
Wordplays and puns in Afrikaans, because you know how it works. Like, the way you say things in Afrikaans just can never be translated into a different language. Yes. Myself, I can be provocative from time to time.
Okay.
But also, yes, I do touch on the subjects of, sexuality and as well day-to-day life and my absolute love for kids.
Okay, so looking forward to that. I know it has to be PG rated though, if the kids are going to be there.
True story.
I mean, the Afrikaans industry itself, I mean, we're looking at South Africa's overall comedy scene, right? And then you look at the Afrikaans comedy scene.
Yes.
Talk to us about the development, how the baton's been handed over from some of the other legends and how you continue. What does the show then mean for that bigger picture?
Look, it's great because we don't really get the opportunity to perform on lineup shows with the Afrikaans comedians often. I just think because the pool is so small in general. But I mean, obviously, you used to go back to the Casper de Vrieses and Marion Holm and Dovadola and so forth. And, we're taking over, if one will. It looks bright. It's got a bright future. And hopefully that we can really hone our culture and our language and kind of see the brighter side of being Afrikaans.
If the stop is at the Marcellus Theatre, I mean, and it happened also in July, then what else can we expect for the rest of the year? I mean, silly season's coming up, right? So spring has sprung. Is this going to be a tour, an ongoing tour as well? What does that bigger picture look like?
So bigger picture for Afrikaans comedy in general, we are looking at, dates going ahead.
Okay.
Because we are waiting for the festive season. Festive season is obviously the best time for you guys. Come out, have a good time with us, and enjoy a few laughs. But keep your eyes open, guys. You can check it out on Blue Blood's their Facebook page, as well as Jaxx Justice, or follow any of these comedians.
I always wonder, like, when did you realize you had the gift of the gab and you were funny? Because it's one thing to, your friends and family can think you're funny, but to go and entertain, it's a huge thing. So who would have helped you along your journey and helped you express yourself? How do you continue to practice and improve as well, Jaxx?
It's all trial and trauma, I promise you. No, seriously. You come for the trauma, but you stay for the jokes. It's odd. I think that most comedians actually develop their skill by being bullied. And by being an outcast, so to say. I think it really develops a skill where you know how it feels to be unhappy, in the words of late Robin Williams, and you don't want other people to feel that way. So I started comedy at an open mic night because somebody promised to pay me 200 Rand. Yes, that's how broke I was.
I mean, if you look at how it appreciates or depreciates, it could have been a lot if it was many years ago. So.
No, 100%. You know what I mean? No, that's $200
give you credit
definitely gave me a few things. So, I mean, I've been doing it for 12 years, but absolutely love comedy just for the way it makes me feel as well.
Yes.
I don't think there's any selfless act in the world. You know, the more people laugh in front of me, the happier I go home. So that's always the win.
Wow. And so just remind us of the details and how, where you can get tickets, how you also keep the conversations going.
No,
et cetera.
hundreds.
Yeah. Also, what's the advice? It's like, do not sit in front, right? Because you are asking to be picked on.
I honestly think we're at that point now where we start picking on you from the back as well. I don't think there's a safety zone or a splash zone anymore.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where you sit. A reminder, obviously we're doing this on the 13th of September.
Yes.
If you don't have petrol, start walking now. Emperor's Palace, guys, if you're from the north, get your passports ready. It is what it is. That being said, please come through. Your tickets are available on Ticketmaster. You can get you'll obviously get your tickets there. I'll be honest when I say I cannot remember what the ticket prices are. So it is up to you to figure out.
I think you've given us enough information. For those who really want to come, they can go and tune in and obviously
100%.
get there. But thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Liesl. Have a lovely
13th
day.
of September is a week away. So looking forward to all that action, of course, in conversation this morning with comedian Jaxx Justice on what we can expect at the Staan Op Comedy show happening at the Theatre of Marcellus on the 13th of September.